It's not that I'm super smart, it's just that I spend more time solving problems. I have no special talent, I just have my love of scouting. Knowledge is not information, the only source of knowledge is experience and experience. You have to learn the rules of the game first, then you have to learn how to play better than the others. If you cannot explain your idea to a 6-year-old child, you yourself have not yet understood it. Imagination is more important than knowledge. By imagination we can see the future. A person who does not commit any mistakes never tried anything new. No problem to be solved, but there are problems on the table badly. If I had 1 hour to save the world, I'd spend 55 minutes identifying the problem and 5 finding the solution. The most beautiful sensation is mystery. It is the source of art and science. We can't solve problems by using the same mindset that created the problem. We can't solve problems by using the same mindset that created the problem. If you simply cannot explain something, you do not understand it well. It's not that I'm a genius, all there is I'm struggling with problems longer. If you want your children to be smart, read them tales. And if you want them to be smarter, read them more tales. Madness is to do something time after time and expect a different result. We believe that every problem has a solution or a number of solutions, but we often favor quick fixes and short term. This is sometimes necessary, but addiction leads to long-term problems. The truth is what is proved before the test of experience. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Any fool can make things look bigger and more complex, but you need a brave genius to make them look the opposite. Science is nothing but a rearrangement of your daily thinking. Learn where to find useful information and how to use it. That's the secret to success. The true value of man is estimated by the degree of his control over himself. Acquiring skills begins with programming the mind with the right steps, then with repeated practice. You can't be a successful man. You can be a good man. Life is like cycling. You have to get ahead without losing your balance. Understandable thoughts, such as digested foods, are what benefit the body. If the facts don't fit the theory, change the facts. The hardest thing the mind can understand is income tax. Science without lame religion, religion without blind science. It's a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. The most important thing is not to stop questioning. Don't worry about the obstacles you face in math. I assure you that my obstacles are much larger. Culture is what remains after you forget everything you learned in school. Insanity is to do the same thing again and again expecting a different result. Science is a wonderful thing if you do not live from it. Everything that is great and inspiring is made by a man who has worked freely. Any fool can make things look bigger and more complex, but you need a brave genius to make them look the opposite. A man who has not sinned has not tried anything new. Imagination is more important than knowledge. It surrounds the world. Truth is fiction, although it can continue. The problems that exist in today's world cannot be solved by the minds that created them. All our sciences that we measure in reality are primitive and childish, but they are our most precious. Everything we miscalculate is called chance. I don't know what weapon they will fight in World War III, but the weapon of the fourth will be sticks and stones. What interests me more than the past is the future, where I intend to live it. Our biggest problem is the ideal of means and the ambiguity of ends. There are two infinite things, the universe and the stupidity of man, and for the universe I am still not quite sure. The secret of creativity is to know how to hide your sources. The great soul always faces opposition from the average intelligence. Science is nothing but a rearrangement of your daily thinking. Man begins life when he can live outside himself. The closer the laws to reality they become immutable, and the closer to constancy they become unreal. God created the universe according to laws that do not recognize coincidence or randomness. There are two ways to live. You either live and see everything miraculous, or you live and see nothing miraculous. The equations are more important to me, the politics of the present. The equations are for eternity.